Hey everyone, Ash here. Just a heads up, this video will contain spoilers for Power Ranger Beast Morphers Season 2, so if you don't want to be spoiled, click away right now because these episodes, as of recording this video, have yet to air in the US. So if you don't want to be spoiled, click away right now because things are gonna get big. Anyway guys, with that said, enjoy the review and I hope you guys stick around for the video. Hello everyone and welcome to another Power Rangers Beast Morphers Season 2 review. Golden Opportunity. Now, a lot of people would probably call this episode a filler episode, and if you're gonna type filler in the comment section right now saying nothing happened, you're wrong. You're wrong. I'm right, you're wrong. No, I'm only kidding. Call it whatever you want, but this episode, it did have a lot of growth for Nate, it had a lot of growth for Zoe, it had a lot of growth for Steel. Can robots get character development so they don't have much of a personality? He is half human anyway, so this episode is mostly a Nate-focused episode, and it focuses around him, and you think that he's going to leave the show for a little bit. He's going to travel the world with his parents, and then come back many episodes later, but that's not the case. I thought they were actually going to go with it, but then when you find out what happens later in the episode, you're like, he ain't leaving. He ain't leaving. We love Nate. He's never leaving this show. So, yeah, so Nate is reunited with his parents after so long. Now, they've been mentioned before, ever since the Road episode, or what's the episode called? The one where Zoe wanted to promote Morphex bikes. I know the episode is called The Road Something, or The Long Road, I don't know. That's the episode it was, that's the episode they were first mentioned. And after that, it sort of get mentioned later down the line. But were brought up more recently with the Space Captain Charcoal episode, where Nate says, my parents are really far away too, and I miss them lots. So that was sort of a wink and a nod saying they'll be back very, very soon. But what Beast Morphers has been doing recently, ever since they came back from the hiatus, or they've probably been doing this ever since like Season 2, so they have a lot of tell but don't show moments. So when the episode starts, Nate's parents have already shown up. You see them arriving and stuff like that. They reunite, they grab their bags and stuff like that. They have nice family wholesome moments, and Nate gets offered to travel the world with his parents. He's like, I'll have to think about it, I have to talk to my friends because they need me at Grid Battle Force, and everyone is very, very supportive, even Steel, because you think Steel would be like, you're my brother, you can't go, I'll miss you lots, and Steel would have guilted Nate into staying or something like that. I don't know, but that's not the case. Like, everyone is super duper supportive with Nate's decision. Like, this is like the most human decision you can have for these characters, saying, hey, if you'll go, we'll pick up the slack. I mean, Ravi's like, I can do maintenance on the Zords. Zoe's like, I can do the tech stuff at the lab, and you can show me what to do and stuff like that. And we can even rehire Megan to help me out, which was really weird to hear her say that. But I know Zoe and Megan, they kissed and made up, they're friends now, they get along. But even like Jacqueline's reaction when she said even Megan can help me, it felt a bit odd hearing that line, because even though she tried breaking him up and she's a changed person now, she's a good guy now, she tried breaking someone up and blackmailing him, but that's in the past. We forgive people at Grid Battle Force. So yeah, Zoe's even like, hey, I can do the stuff with the lab, and Steel's like, I can learn how to maintenance myself. I think Devon offers, I can't remember, but Devon offers to do something and I can't remember. I don't know. Devon says I'll play Fortnite in the background. I don't know. So everyone's being really nice to Nate. They're saying, hey, we can help you. No, Steel offers to scan the DNA. That's what he says. I'll scan the DNA and stuff like that. That's what he offers, because that's the plot line in the episode. So we then cut to Nate teaching Steel how to scan the DNA, and what they scan is a beetle and flowers. And this is just before the opening, and this is where things get really crazy, because they're just scanning flowers, minding their own business. Roxy teleports in, not a second of hesitation. She charges at them and fly kicks him, sucker kicks him in the face. Like, doesn't even say surprise attack. She just runs up, goes to kick him. That is stealthy. Props to Roxy for doing that. Like, that's like villain 101. Just run up and kick him in the back of the head. She's evil. She's very evil, Robo Roxy. So, yeah. Not Zoe. Roxy steals the DNA and she gets brand new DNA. And this is where she gets an upgraded suit. She gets a brand new suit, which is from the Sentai, where it's sort of like a flower, which I did make a theory speculation saying, how would they bring back Roxy? And I said, maybe they'll use this suit they're using for her upgrade, and that's what they're using. They're using that suit for her upgrade. So everyone's working at the lab while Nate prepares to leave, and we'll never see him again because he's going to live with his parents and stuff like that, because they're going to travel the world and stuff like that. But we actually do find out what Nate's parents have been doing the whole time, because we just know they've been traveling the world. They never said what they've been doing, and they say we've been helping people in need and stuff like that, like people in poverty and stuff like that. I don't think they use that word, but it's implied that they've been helping like third world countries and giving them shelters and stuff like that. They're good people. And Nate says, hey, they're kind of like Power Rangers too. They help people in need, which is a nice little moment. I will say that. So, everyone's trying to do stuff at the lab, and I do like the excuse for Ravi not being in the episode due to Sentai footage or due to plot convenience, because as soon as the fight's over, Ravi comes up and he's like, I'm sorry guys, I missed the fight, I got stuck in the Zord, because maintaining those are really hard. So that's the first little plot thread you get in the episode, that the other Rangers can't really manage doing stuff in the lab without Nate. They're very, very reliable on their best friend Nate, their comrade Nate. So after that, we then get Zoe using a solder iron, and she's trying to fix the DNA scanner, and she nearly gets it. And I don't know what setup they use for this solder iron and this scanner, but somehow it causes a short circuit that goes all the way from the DNA scanner where that's plugged in, all the way to the teleporter, breaking it, unfortunately. So yeah, the Rangers are unable to teleport their Morphers and their weapons in it, and they confront the new Roxy. They fight her unmorphed, but they're still unmatched, and they could get destroyed or killed, I don't know, Power Ranger terms. And that's when Nate hears them on the communicator saying, we don't have any weapons or Morphers, we can't do anything. And Nate's like, I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, I have to do this. So he runs off, he runs back to Grid Battle Force, gives everything to Cruz in a bag saying, hey, we got to get this to my friends. So this is a little plot convenience if Steele's hanging out in the Grid Battle Force tower and he's hearing the commander panic saying, the Rangers are in trouble, the Rangers are in trouble. Why can't she give the order to do what Nate just did, saying, hey, I'll put this in a bag, you go deliver it to him. I know that Cruz is a bit forgetful sometimes and stuff like that, but they could have done that. Like, someone working there could have came up with that big brain idea to put it in a bag and Cruz can deliver it to him. But Nate's the Ranger, he's got to be the hero and stuff like that. He's got to save the day. And that's what he does. He saves the day. They fight in the Megazord, and Nate confronts his parents saying, I need to stay because I need to defeat Evox. My friends need me, and Grid Battle Force needs me. And Nate's parents are like, hey, we understand, maybe someday we'll all travel the world together. And the end. That's where the episode ends. So overall, this was a really good, solid episode. It wasn't a filler episode, it wasn't a moral lesson episode. It was an episode that gave characters we've been following some good old character development. I mean, Nate got some character development, Zoe got some character development, and I gotta praise their acting in this episode. Abraham and Jacqueline. Yeah, Abraham and Jacqueline. I've gotta praise them for their performance in this episode. And Jamie as Steele. Jamie as Steele is always a lot of fun. I do enjoy his lines as Steele. I get the feeling he just like freaking wings it whenever he does a few lines because they sound so random half the time, but the writing for Steele is always a lot of fun. So Abraham and Jacqueline's lines, or Jacqueline's performance in this episode, I really did enjoy it. Like, there's this one scene where they're in the lab of Grid Battle Force and they're holding hands and they're saying, we might have a long distance relationship and that makes me nervous and I don't know how to feel. And they're like, we'll get through this because we love each other lots and nothing's going to tear us apart. So that was a really nice line performance from them. So this is a very, very strong performance from Abraham and Jacqueline. I mean, they're always really good at acting in the show, but this episode like sold me for that line saying they're going to be two people in a long distance relationship maybe. And you did kind of feel sorry for him, so props to them. Nate's parents, they were pretty fine actors. I think the dad, I could be wrong. I swear the dad's accent was slipping throughout the episode. I don't know what accent they gave him, but I swear that it slipped between American and New Zealand or something like that. Like every few lines. Like that could be me watching it late at night, but I swear that actor's accent kept slipping every few minutes when he said certain stuff. Like that's not me picking on him or picking on his performance, but I swear that his accent kept slipping in some lines. I'm not dreaming. I swear his accent was slipping in some lines here and there. I could be wrong, but that's what it sounded like to me. So overall, a really fun episode. Like I said, Nate got some development, Zoe got some development, Steele got some development, and it was fun times all around. Like, this was a good episode to develop these characters as we move further and further towards the final arc of Power Ranger Beast Morphers. But anyway guys, that's the end of the review. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys around. Peace out, thanks for watching, all that good stuff. Bye!